Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Reading Verbatim here on Build Baby Build. Haven't been doing well with the output on these so much as I would like to, and by that I mean I think I've had one other video where I've done this a while back, so decided to change that. Got something fun in the mail the other day. I talk about this book a lot on the channel, and it is officially mine, the KGB book of alien races. So a big reason I like this book so much is it gets you thinking. You know, I think you've all seen it from the music videos if you've been following those on my channel. It can get dark. It can get brutal. It can get murderous, ravenous, violent, bloody. Because that's what's going on here. And, well, it's important to evaluate and do some shadow work and look at and try to get it out. Because I really think if you don't get it out creatively and constructively or conversationally or artistically, then you're going to get what we're getting a lot with these kids and young men and just people in general is violence, lashing out, beating each other, raping each other, killing each other. War. I don't want to do that. So for me, these things are medicine. Learning about aliens and the greatness of the universe and theology and religion and all of that, that's medicinal to me. You know, I don't even call my pot medicinal. You know, to me that's a drug, but this is medicine. This makes the violent thoughts go away. And I really just want an opportunity to share that and to also maybe generate some interest so we can get some more of that going in society, because it's getting dark. It's not getting better. Our government is pushing us into World War III, and you know, probably gonna cast my vote for Trump, but that ain't gonna do shit. It'll do a lot. It'll put things in a different direction, but they've tried to make it so bad to where there's no getting out for him or anybody else, even if Robert F. Kennedy were to go in there, you know. So best I can do is do my part to maybe raise the frequency a little bit, get us thinking about some different things on top of the in general anarchy and blood and war and all that, because I don't think any of that's going to go away, because it's just such a natural part of my conversational path and the things I go into. But there's a passage in this book, well, a section in this book that I think maybe we all need to hear a little bit right now. And yeah, just let me share it with you guys. Maybe you guys will see why. This part of the book is called She. The message. It says, ever since humans and aliens started cohabiting the Earth, the main question humans wanted answered was, who created the universe and all of us? That question has been answered the exact same way by all alien races that have spoken about it. The answer to that question has been sent several times by two different races to some human political leaders throughout the centuries. As far as we know, the last of those leaders to get the message was U.S. President JFK on October 3rd of 1963. The message was sent by two races. The message is both simple and complex, informative, but raising questions, of hope, but also of warning. And this, they say, is the message. This is a message of disambiguation to all of you men of the humankind. This is a message of redirection to all of you men of the humankind. This is a message to enliven the minds of you men of the humankind. This is a message that has been delivered from race to race since the beginning of time. Just like it was delivered to us, it is now passed on to you. Where there were no men of the humankind, there were others of other kinds. This is a message to you as well, women of the humankind. Only the first race has her purity. All other races must live the grievous, patient, and laborious process of spiritual inner discovery and progression. Your, or our, collective history and memory has suffered much in the past. It has been erased, manipulated, suffocated, shifted, changed, and molded according to the interest of a few. On your planet, as well as on ours, and the ones of other kinds in the past. To the leaders of kingdoms and countries and regions, look at your religious leaders. To the religious leaders, look at yourselves and the ones like you. Leaders of other religions, all over your planet. Why do you wear your long robes and skirts and all manners of symbols that you do not understand? Why do you, religious leaders, men of the humankind, wear your long robes and skirts not knowing why? Who, men of the humankind, are you trying to be? Who, men of the humankind, are you trying to represent? You, religious men of the humankind, and you, leaders of kingdoms and countries and regions, men of the humankind, have slowed your spiritual progression in half because you have divided your kind in half. No men of the humankind should destroy what the women of the humankind have created. You have for many of your years relegated the women of humankind to the role of slaves. And before your kind, many other kinds have done so, and before your kind, men of the humankind, many other kinds we have warned. For you to achieve what is yours, for you, men and women of the humankind, to be closer to her, you must first become one kind. Like many kinds before you, men and women of the humankind, you have a journey of restraint and constriction ahead of you, a journey of difficulty and resistance. But unlike many kinds before yours, you are on a path of spiritual self-destruction, never experienced or self-provoked by the other kinds before. And yet you are so young. The Anunnakin created you, but many kinds can destroy you. You have 2,000 more of your years to change, and after that, men of the humankind, it will be too late. Not too late for your survival, but too late for your salvation. Your spiritual salvation, the Council of Five, can only keep you safe from other kinds, but not yourselves. And we know that you have been betrayed, misled, and mistreated. And we know that after thousands of years, by means of infiltration, disguisement, and deceit, you men of the humankind have been fooled to believe the unacceptable by races that do not wish you well. But before you, many other kinds suffered the same, and they too overcame what seemed impossible to overcome. Your strength is inside of you and all around you, even now. Your strength is in her, and she is inside you, men and women of the humankind, even now. And the answer is in the place that you, humankind, call Greece. And the answer is she, Artemis, Diana. And the answer has always been her. And the answer, men and women of the humankind, has been the same to all kinds in all places. Some accept it, others don't, but the answer is only one, she. It has been this way from the beginning, and it will be this way, men and women of the humankind, until the end. It has been this way here in all four universes and dimensions. She has many names and many faces and lives in many places. She is the creator, not the destroyer. On your planet, she was and is called Diana, or Goddess Diana. On our planets, she was called the Lixi. She was also called, on other planets, Lexi, Lixe, Dixe, and Tixe. To you, the humankind, she will always be the Goddess Diana. Search for her, learn of her, and from her. She is the truth, the light, the beginning, and but never the end, the creator, and never the destroyer, the one all of us came from. And learn from your legendary Greek gods of old, as they all did exist, and you exist, and we exist, and we are one, and she is the one. She is the one that you, religious men from the humankind, lost in your robes and memory, want to be and try to replicate. Men of the humankind, learn from her, the creator. And then following that is just simply a list of different figures that this message was allegedly sent to. Just makes you wonder about things. You know, I think of things from a baseline of Christianity. I kind of think of the Bible as the main crux, and I try to base all my other modes of thinking around it, you know, as I kind of feel like it was the sole text that all of our human history seems to have been built upon, known human history. But yeah, just thinking of creation, you know, masculine, feminine, you know, the queer Marxists and the ideologues. So they'll go and they'll try to take God and they'll try to distort it and make God a her, God a they, them, just to really just fuck with the Christians. And that's the last thing that I want to do here. It's just, are the answers of the universe known to these other beings? Again, I don't play in hypotheticals. For anyone who's paying attention, there was UFOs over Langley Air Force Base this last week for about 17 days. We've had numerous incursions, crashes, instances with beings, and I do personally believe this, that the government is going to stage some sort of false flag alien attack or invasion using technology that we may or may have not gotten from these beings. Some sort of interdimensional pacts or interplanetary deals or whatever have you, but we can see these things. And I just want it to be known that as I go through these subjects and try to understand more of this alien and interdimensional phenomena, because I want to understand that just as much as I do extremism or a violent mind state or any of these things. These things aren't separate from me. They're not. This is revelation. They're all culminated into one special thing. So this is kind of my other half of, you know, there's hell, and then this is my heaven. This is my seeking answers. This is me trying to have faith that in the end, by the time I get taken out and the rest of us get taken out, or maybe we ascend, that maybe on the other side we get some answers. But all I can really do as a human being in the meantime is ask questions and explore and read fun things. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. And yeah, just expect some more of these reading videos in the near future. I might even just go ahead and record them right after this so we can get it out a little quicker, because we got to get back to reading. As fun as movies and video games and all that stuff is, and as much as we should enjoy them, we also got to get back to reading and stop relying on digital media so much. You know, you can find PDFs, you can find a video of this on my channel, but try to get a physical copy. You know, start getting some libraries going. You know, if they knock all the power out in a big old fucking EMP attack, at least I got a library to sit through. You know, how many people could say that these day and age? You know, it's a healthy, good thing to have. And it's something that if you build a really good one, you can pass it on to the later generations, which is something I hope to do with this. So, again, thank you all for being here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And, yeah, God bless. Take care.
Infinity, this is Sierra 117 of the UNSC forward unto dawn. Do you copy?
Infinity, this is Sierra 117.
Infinity, do you read?
Infinity, do you read?
Chief? Chief, let go of the contacts.
Find us an exit.
Don't wait around on my account.
So fades the great harvest of my betrayal. Even these beasts recognize what you were oblivious to, human. Your nobility has blinded you, as ever. The librarian left little to chance, didn't she? Turning my own guardians, my own world, against me. But what hubris to believe she could protect her pets from me forever. If you haven't mastered even these primitives, then man has not attained the mantle. Your ascendance may yet be prevented. Time was your ally, human. But now it has abandoned you. The Forerunners have returned. This too